What's going on, guys? We're gonna get this thing started off here. Apologize here for being a little bit late. Okay. Take a look at everything today. Let's figure out what's happening with the market, where we're seeing everything going, and why. Feeling great about everything. I'm feeling great about where the price is headed right now. Because I'm feeling so great, I'm expecting that the market is actually going to follow what we're looking at. Okay, so first thing I'm taking a look at right now is FOMC meeting in minutes. Let's go over what was talked about with the Fed. Wow, this is not good. More Federal Reserve officials see possible rate hikes. Okay, wow. This is very bearish. Yeah, it's too late to hike rates. This guy's right. We can't hike rates. If you hike rates now, we're going towards economic collapse. We can't hike rates. So the guy is completely correct. There's no way at this current moment we can hike any type of rates at all. We're headed for turmoil here. So whoever this is completely correct. There's no way in hell we can hike rates at all. Okay? More federal officials see possible rate hikes this year. Minutes show. This is not good. This is really bearish for markets. Really bearish. Not just a little bit bearish. This is really bearish. And I'm shocked here that SPX has maintained this price zone. Because this is ridiculously bearish for markets. Now, I do see us probably filling in this gap. We've already filled it actually here. Congressional mandates with low inflation and maximum unemployment. Officials acknowledge that Iran's conflict could also force households to cut back spending to offset higher gas prices. Okay, so let's see if they're bluffing or not. Let's see this, if they're bluffing or not. Let's see if this has actually even affected probability so far. Not yet at all. This really isn't good. This is actually really bad, and it hasn't even been priced in because the markets are closed. This will probably get priced in tomorrow. Wow, that is not good. Exactly what we talked about, what we warned about, could be happening in front of our eyes. %100 hold. Long, short. Technically, this is bearish movement, but price is not showing that. Let's go look at tomorrow here. Core PCE tomorrow. We have it at 4%. To be brutally honest, 0.4%. Neutral CPI. This is very bearish. Final GDP being 0.7 means almost negative, which is very bearish for markets. This is going to push markets down tomorrow. If it comes out lower than expected, expect prices to fall. Specifically SPX. I believe we need a retracement anyway. So I'm gonna look for shorts for SPX tomorrow morning, or I want to react to see how this news hits. But tomorrow I should be up at 8 to like take a look at all this here. Friday we have core PCE. Month over month, inflation is higher than expected. Year over year, higher than expected. Core PCE month over month, higher than expected. Core CPI is okay. The real thing that the Fed looks at is CPI year over year. This right here is a fucking problem. And I don't want to like say it like that, but it's a big fucking problem. This right here is a big fucking problem, guys. Because now look at how much inflation has gone up by 1% here. The reason it's a problem is because it basically means that CPI year over year, we're starting to see the effects of high oil now. We're starting to see the effects of having oil this dramatically high, right? From last month, right? From March 1st, right here, right? We're starting to see this effect. Now price has retraced, which is good. I was looking for potential buys this morning here, but I wanted to see first how the 4-hour candle closed. The 4-hour candle closed below price zone. What does that mean? It signifies a break of structure here for now. For now, the temperament of the market is good. What does this mean? Market still needs to come back up here for sure. It needs to fill in this gap. So we are going to sell, but we're going to sell here. The price of oil is going to slowly rally and probably do this for the next couple weeks. That's what it's going to do. It's going to be stuck in order flow as external structure. Swipe liquidity here. But most importantly, we already broke structure here. So this right here is a break of structure to the downside. So we're going to look for sells here. But you're starting to see inflation now hit. This could be a pullback or a potential run to the upside. But CPI data this bad is not good. Very bearish for markets. Very bearish for markets, short term. Then Tuesday we have CPI. Okay, let's take a look at what's happening here. I'm somewhat bullish on markets, at least this year, this quarter. Oh shit, that is a crazy gap. This is not good. Okay, this needs to be filled. Regardless of how I feel about all this, there's large external price discrepancy. Very large external price discrepancy. And I mean large. What does that mean? Right at this point here, you want to sell. Dixie will probably come back down. But right here, this needs to get filled. So what does that mean? If Dixie goes up, markets go where? Go down. So what are we looking for? SPX. That's short, right? We're looking for that short on SPX. The market most likely is going to come and short and pull back to this zone or this zone here. Holding this mitigation zone, already broke structure here. Okay. Let's mark this BOS. Let's mark it external structure, ES, external structure, break of structure. What does that mean? We're going to go higher, but we need to pull back. So tomorrow, I want to wait for a pullback. This is probably going to sell off here, run and rally. Okay. If it goes lower by 10, run and rally. Okay. You might see one big swipe of liquidity and then a run and rally tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That's what we're going to look for. Okay. US 30, same thing. Nas filled the gap. This particular area, though, needs to have an impulse move to the upside. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so same thing I'm looking at with NAS. We're looking at pullbacks here for extensions to the upside here. Same thing, right? Indecisional candles that I see here. And here, you're going to see order flow. What does that mean? Most likely, bearish news to push it bullish. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. Russell, same thing. You know, I actually do hope that we do reach a peace agreement with Iran. You know, I feel like a lot of times, you know, a lot of people are talking about, like, you know, I like to talk worst case scenario with Iran. But this Iran war stuff, I actually do want to see a peace treaty here.
Additional objectives.
Let's see what this guy is saying right now, though.
And Israel is stronger than ever. This is the bottom line of this campaign up until now. Let me say, there are still additional objectives for us to achieve, and we will achieve them either by agreement or by resumption of the fighting. We are ready to resume the fighting at any moment. Our finger is on the trigger. As you know, 2-week ceasefire has been announced between the U.S. and Iran. No, we were not surprised in the last moment, and I want to emphasize, this is not the end of the war. This is a step in order to achieve all the objectives, and Israel is stronger.
The ceasefire has already fallen out as the black hole of war widens, threatening the entire planet after Trump capitulated. There is no peace deal. Trump agreed to something he hadn't even read to make the oil drop. That's a real possibility. And this is what we talked about here. Dude, like, Trump is manipulating the prices of oil and manipulating the stock market right now because he doesn't want it to go down. Well, look at what the news is saying. I mean, dude, you got the president of fucking Israel right now. I shouldn't even say this. I should be careful what I say about Israel on YouTube. I'll get demonetized. But you got the prime minister here basically saying our finger is on the trigger. You know? Iran just closed the Strait of Hormuz again. Iran did its part. Oil dropped, but Iran had one condition that mattered more than anything. Lebanon must be included in the ceasefire. It would point out to their 10-point plan. Trump called it workable. Hours later, Israel bombed Beirut and Tyre. Netanyahu said this is not the end of the battle. Trump confirmed Lebanon was never in the deal. And Iran's parliament announced 3 out of the 10 clauses were already violated. So here's what actually happened. Iran was told deals covered Lebanon, opened the strait based on the understanding, then watched Lebanon bombed while the White House said it was never covered. Iran didn't break the ceasefire. The ceasefire was broken, okay, around them, and the strait is the only leverage they have to prove that matters. 20% of the world's oil is being turned on and turned off like a game, running the world like a social project. People are dying. Markets are swinging billions by the hour. The people in charge can't agree on what they signed up for this morning. These are our leaders. I mean, there's no lies here. There's no lies. 30% chance on poly market. This is actually a really good indicator here. Strait of Hormuz, traffic returns to normal by the end of April. 27% chance. That means the world sentiment also believes what we believe. I don't think I'm crazy here. I don't think I'm crazy. I actually believe this is the real cause here. And because of this, I believe that the strait will actually still be closed. If the strait is still closed here, we have a big fucking problem because the market right now is pricing in that the strait is not going to be closed and that we're in a peace agreement. And that liquidity sweep, that bullish liquidity sweep that we just had, could be one big massive FU candle on the daily, because what that could mean is this right here could be one big daily swing pullback to mitigate this and then run and rally. And it could mean SPX, this could be just one big swing pullback, I don't know, on the 2-day or on the weekly, that mitigates this weekly candle and goes this low. All right, we got to be very careful here, because right now it's like left and right every day, ceasefire, war, ceasefire, straight close, straight open, straight close, straight open.
I've seen a lot of inaccurate coverage today from the media about these negotiations and these plans already. So let me be clear and correct the record. The Iranians originally put forward a 10-point plan that was fundamentally unserious, unacceptable, and completely discarded. It was literally thrown in the garbage by President Trump and his negotiating team. Many outlets in this room have falsely reported on that plan as being acceptable to the United States, and that is false.
Okay, so this is good.
He's been threatening Mexico. He's been threatening Colombia.
The United States lose the war with Iran. Did Israel lose the war with Iran? That's what Iran's saying. That's what a lot of analysts are saying, because Trump accepted this ceasefire for them to open the Strait of Hormuz. I'll answer that question. Iran.
So many attacks, bro. This is just annoying. It's annoying to trade this price action. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's really fucking annoying me. I've never seen it the way I have recently, because it's purely theater. Trump says something, markets go up. Trump says something, Israel does something, markets go down. It's completely unpredictable. I've never seen it like this before. And even SPX volatility has dropped dramatically. Well, there's a gap here that needs to be filled. There's gaps here that needs to be filled as well with volatility. So what does that mean? That means there's going to be a massive pullback on SPX soon, here and also here. I'm going to set some alerts here for SPX volatility, but you're going to see SPX drop for sure. The VIX is going to fill its gaps. It always does this over time. Might take a couple weeks, might take a couple days, but gaps always get filled, specifically price discrepancy, like it has here, like it has here, like it has here, here, and all throughout, right? Gold volatility as well needs to get filled. Even though volatility is dying, it needs to get filled. What does that mean? That means gold, even though it's going downward, the volatility index still is in a bullish order flow. What does that mean? It does need to come back here, but once it does, it will go on a parabolic rally, because then it needs to fill up the volatility index here and here. What does that give us insight to? That gives us insight. The higher the volatility of gold, what does that mean? The more money we make. So I want to see, and gold goes higher. So I want to see this right here specifically hit this area here. This area to me is a very big buying indicator here. This right here will bring me parabolic, okay, buy zone. So what I'm doing is I'm going to wait till price gets here. Once price gets here, I'm taking a lot of buys on gold. I'm just telling you guys what I am doing. So you guys can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to be taking a lot of buys on gold once it gets here. Ten-year yield is getting filled right now. Oil, We're gonna look for buys on gold. Gold tomorrow morning is gonna be a very, very good buy. Below the Asian range of yesterday. So this right here is a very good buy tomorrow. I'm gonna wait for buys here tomorrow. Gold I'm buying tomorrow. For sure buying gold. USD CAD, let's look at this if it's invalidated. Technically, on an external level, it has been invalidated. Technically, it has. But I do want to wait and see what happens on the 2 hour. Even though we've been invalidated, we're still respecting some structural point here, which is still holding strong. Honestly, I might take a buy here. If USD CAD breaks above this zone, I'm taking a buy. This is one big pullback to run. If it doesn't, I'm not taking a buy. I don't want to look at GU. Let's look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is a beautiful sell. I'm waiting for more sells. To be brutally honest, I think this is just swiping liquidity here, and this is going to mitigate an external structure though. I do not believe Bitcoin is worth $70,000. I think Bitcoin's shit right now. I think in a rate cutting cycle or hiking cycle, in a pause, Bitcoin's garbage. I believe that it's still going to go lower. So more sells on Bitcoin. I want to stack more sells, even more tomorrow. Let's look at the top 7 here. MSRT, garbage. Nvidia is actually pulling to the upside, but it has a gap to fill before it does. Nvidia's holding. Apple's holding good. Amazon holding decently with some gaps. Google, way better than I expected. Meta still in this order flow fall, but holding price. All right, guys. This breaks down today's session. We are going to go trade live tomorrow morning, so I will see you there. But any of the questions that you guys have, feel free to ask in the chat box. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.